Alicia's premiere was this morning for Pretty X Unfiltered. One of the things that caught me at the end is Alicia saying, look, you know, they're from South Florida and we're from Southern California, me and Remy, and somehow we just ended up here making money at this YouTube thing and we don't know how, or this influencer thing and we don't know how. That's great. You're here now. What are you gonna do with it? That's the next step, Alicia, in evolving. And I heard you say evolve. I know you're watching me, girl. Bitches. Are you kidding me? I was just about to sit down and then Frank took my spot, so. Whoa. God, do you hear it? It sounds like a plane's about to crash into our apartment. That's how you know you live by an airport. Welcome to the vlog. So yes, it's raining outside, Mr. Frank. My mom's out there feeding the ferals and it's raining. Well, I mean, feral cats don't mind a little drizzle, but we do. So no polo today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, so it's kind of nice having the rain, but then again, it's like we can't go do anything. And it's always drizzling on the weekends. But it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, so yeah. Patrick went to go get sushi. Surprise! We're having sushi again. Yeah, I put a little makeup on today, so let's see. I did concealer. I put a little concealer on my eyebrows just to kind of lighten them up since I was wearing this wig. What else did I put on? Highlighter, bronzer, just concealer basically. Oh, and then some setting spray. Not bad. I just wanted to see what it would be like to do a fast, fresh face look. Right, Frank? Right. Mr. Frank. So yeah, we're just hanging out. Another rainy day in the Coachella Valley. As you can see, I lost the battle and the war. So I took my dinner meds, or my night meds with dinner, and then I passed out on the floor for a little bit. Meds will do that. So yeah, here we are, Saturday night. Allergies. It's been raining. It sucks. I don't know. So I just put on my PJs. I'm gonna have my vanilla ice cream. We got Haagen-Dazs. I have a little bit left. And I'll put like a scoop of hot fudge in it. I don't heat up my hot fudge. Do you heat up hot fudge? I don't, so. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Wherever that's at. And then there's a new episode of A Sign of Affection on Crunchyroll that I'm gonna watch. Because there ain't shit on YouTube. Alicia's got her premiere tomorrow at 9 a.m. I guess we'll all be watching that in the morning with breakfast. It's gonna be on our main channel. I wonder if we're gonna see those, what is it, After Effects? After Effects? Is that what she was needing to do? Something in After Effects? I don't know, so. Let's see if I can open this with my carpal.
I got you.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Let's see. How big is this scoop of fudge gonna be? Let's see. Do I just kind of want to be in a diabetic coma, or do I want to be in the coma? I think I want to be in the coma. Wow. Put that there. There we go. Ice cream's gonna have to thaw a little bit because, you know, carpal, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever. That looks good. Do you ever see something in the fridge and you're like, I want that? This is our Saturday night party. Diet Coke. Let's do a little Diet Coke ASMR. Oh, yes. I don't know, something about that, like, focus. I'm trying to talk about the philosophy of drinking a Diet Coke and the freaking camera doesn't want to focus on me, okay? I love when you first drink a cold, like, Diet Coke and it's just like that. There's that bite from the soda at the back of your throat. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, yeah. Like I said, not much going on. We got Alicia's premiere in the morning. It's raining outside. It's like, Keisha's not going to get to go out and enjoy spring. No, we're going to keep her inside with the rain. And then when it gets hot, we'll keep her inside with the heat. No, well, we always figure out something to do inside, right? So, try and carry all this to the living room. Oh, here we go. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be my lazy bum self and sit here on the living room floor with my cats. Watch Crunchyroll, watch Sign of Affection. Remember, the first 3 episodes of A Sign of Affection are free on YouTube. If I remember, I will go ahead and I will link that. I was wearing my hat earlier. Makes me feel like the bubbles. So yeah. Cheers to a rockin' Saturday night, guys. Woo. Welcome. Happy St. Patty's Day. I thought it was a good day to break out the green wig. Kept thinking, and this was one of those wigs I was gonna have to be wearing makeup on for it to look kind of right, but maybe not. I feel like with these lighter colors, because I'm so pale, that I can kind of get away wearing them around the house or whatever with no makeup and a hat and shit, and still feel like I'm kind of put together or something. So welcome. We got coffee. Yes. I decided I'm going to be trying to cut out sugar. You guys should try to hold me to that because I really need to cut out the sugar. I feel like, I know I'm really tired from my tumor and shit, but I feel like I need to start doing things that are going to help shave off the tiredness where I can. One of them's gonna be cutting out sugar and fixing my diet. Wow, that bird is fucking loud. Do you hear it? It is angry. There's probably a little birdie domestic dispute going on over there between 2 birds that are neighbors, and they're fighting over, like, this is my branch, not your branch. Where's the property lines of this tree? Yeah. I make up little stories in my head. Not editing that out. We all cough, goddammit. So yes, Alicia's premiere was this morning for Pretty X Unfiltered. Has to be Pretty X Unfiltered because Pretty Unfiltered is copyrighted. Kind of makes sense though, because unfiltered or filtered was a pretty popular term, and so I could see someone trying to go buy up some copyrights for some of those areas. Because if you know how to file copyrights, which, you know, like, people can learn. You can learn that on YouTube. A lot of people will make a business out of going and filing all of them, and then they own it, and then, you know, owning, like, basically a property, and then transferring it and selling it and all that. You can make money off that. Excuse me, I'm burping. I'm a gross human being. So yeah, it's Pretty X Unfiltered. And, let's see. It's her Remy, Heath, and Zane, and they decided to take, Heath and Zane have Unfiltered podcasts, and they got pretty basic, and they decided to put it together and do a new podcast, which, okay, in my opinion, there's a lot of podcasts out there, and it's kind of saturated, but we're here, okay? We're here. And they have their new podcast. And one of the things that caught me at the end is Alicia saying, look, you know, they're from South Florida and we're from Southern California, me and Remy, and somehow we just ended up here making money at this YouTube thing and we don't know how, or this influencer thing and we don't know how. That's great. You're here now. What are you gonna do with it? That's the next step, Alicia, in evolving. And I heard you say evolve. I know you're watching me, girl. So the next step to evolving is, what are you gonna do with it? Now, I was thinking about it. You got Heath and Zane on there, and then sometimes Mariah will tag along. They're married, right? The wife, and then Matt, right? The other guy who was a part of the Vlog Squad. He's related to TK, yeah. So trying to get the whole influencer family genetic line you know, going, you know. I'm like thinking of this little family tree of influencers, and it's like, okay, here, this is how this person is connected, this is how their cloud is connected to this cloud, and we could have a whole little like tree of influencers. It all leads back up to the top, this mysterious person in the back, the puppet master. Ooh. Just kidding. So it's like, you're here now, what are you going to do with it? So you have 4 different people perspectives, and then you got these 2 other perspectives that roll up, plus any other guests you guys roll in as well. You should guys really, as fun as it is to talk about dating and, you know, like these stories of when we went here and there and when someone, you know, paid for a corn star and all that crap. Great. You guys should really try to pick topics that are trending right now that people are talking about that affect influencers, but they're a little bit more serious. I think it's time for you guys to get a little more serious. You guys live in LA, have some good perspectives. For example, TikTok, they passed it where TikTok needs to be either sold or it'll be gone in the US in 6 months. TikTok gone, 6 months. You guys should talk about that. You could seriously talk about TikTok going away. Now, I know David Dobrik and a lot of the Vlog Squad came out of Vine. So I don't know about Heath and Zane. They probably were Viners too. You can talk about that. They have experience in an industry where you don't control the flow of money from the platform. It's not like any other jobs, you know. So, oh, sorry. I heard my mom. She's getting ready to go have a St. Patty's lunch thing type deal. So I was listening to the keys. I was like, huh? Anyways, real life. We're sitting on my porch. Sorry, my neighbor was walking by. I didn't want to startle him. I don't even know if you knew I was sitting here. Sorry, guys. So anyway, so TikTok's going to be banned. You guys all have experience in the industry. And you know that sometimes the flow of money isn't always kosher. Leaving.
Ciao.
Ciao. Have fun. Tell everyone I say hi. Okay. She's going to her luncheon. Everybody's leaving. Going out for the day. And I'm always here. I know. I'm a hermit. It's okay. I'm a home blogger. We get this. So, yeah. You have a different perspective because you're in that industry. And you can talk a lot about what it feels like to be an influencer where you don't know if how you're making money is going to be there tomorrow, and strategizing, and that is actually a real world problem for people our age that you can. Now we got an airplane going over. It's Sunday, so, well, you guys know it's Sunday, but we're by like a little airport, and there's a lot of, you know, people with their little twin hobby planes and stuff. And so like today's a perfect day for them to take their little twin engine planes out, fly them around. So I'm watching all these little twin engine planes like this going in front of me and like landing. I have like the perfect view where I'm like, shit, if one of you guys fuck up, you're gonna land and crash right into my living room, and I'm gonna, I guess that's good views, I don't know, but I'm just like seeing this plane and I can see the wings like this, and I'm like, oh man, how many flight hours do you have? Do you have enough flight hours, man? You better not land that shit in my living room. So so yeah, they have a perspective where they need to try and find topics that they're not just like, la la la, we're playing a board game, or la la la, this dating thing. You need to dive into some real world topics that people are talking about that are a little serious. It doesn't have to go politics, but, you know, like things that affect influencers, or like that. I think the TikTok thing, the TikTok ban, is a really good place to start. There's also a lot of, you know, like, you talk about influencers who fake their TikToks. You guys have talked about how you go through the TikTok shops and you're like, is this really work? Am I gonna buy this TikTok shop thing? You could do a whole episode on people who will fake things just to get a sponsorship, or you could do a whole episode on brand deals. I know you guys have talked about that on Pretty Basic, but it'd be interesting to see Heath and Zane, because they've gone on different, probably, like, behind the scenes. You could even, if Heath and Zane are legally allowed to, or if David Dobrik's Mafia will allow them to talk about doing stunts that, or doing things for views that maybe you shouldn't be doing, and writing that line of, should we really be doing this for the views or not? And having some serious, like, topics. Or, you know, a lot of kids today are growing up on social media. Alicia's had a lot of kids say, I grew up watching you. Really, like, you guys could look into some literature and stuff and look up some things, or even try to find people who are experts in the field of like certain psychology things or something, because there's a lot of psychologists on YouTube as well, to come onto your podcast. You guys can cross-pollinate, and you guys can talk about like the effects of social media on mental health, and how it has affected everybody's mental health. And you can go and find, there's like a number of psychologists now, and all they do is commentate on different aspects and stuff. Do that. And I would, you really should try to reach out also too, like when you have guests, don't try to just have guests from your guys' little community. Try to get people from outside. Like I said, there's a lot of psychologists out there that could speak on this. Not Katie Morton. We need someone different than her. We've seen too much of her. But there's a lot of people that can talk on some shit. I think you should try to, as you know, the dating stuff and all that you can have in there as your light fluffiness, because I know that you guys are going to be the kind of podcast that's going to want some light fluffiness. But I think because you have 4 different perspectives, possibly 6 with Matt and Mariah, that you have a really great opportunity for having a panel discussion. Now, yes, you guys are all influencers. You're all from LA. You're all white. You know, exception of Remy, but she grew up in Orange County, you know. So, you got that. But, I mean, if you brought on some guests who are experts, like a psychologist, or even if you wanted to start talking about, like, true crime is very big. Stalking. You guys could even dive into that and then have some, I don't know, there's a lot of former like investigators, police investigators, or people like that. True crime's huge. People are into that. That would be a way of cyber safety. Cyber safety. You could have a cyber safety expert on, and you guys could talk about some of the different things you've gotten on YouTube, or comments, or, you know, I'm sure Heath and Zane, you guys have had, you know, subscribers you don't know come to your house and stuff, and things like that. There's a lot of things that you could talk about that I think are serious yet interesting, but they also relate back to that you guys are all influencers and you ended up here somehow. But now you're in the phase of, what are we doing with this that is productive and is got some substance and is providing a value to the audience. You don't want to just make people laugh for an hour. We really need to see you start like bringing some info, some resources, some facts. And the other thing I think could be good for keeping the flow of a podcast like that, if one of you is sitting there with the laptop and bringing up web articles, like if you guys are talking about a subject, and you know how on Joe Rogan somebody will bring up like, oh yeah, there was this thing, blah blah blah. Well, Joe Rogan's little sidekick over there is typing and bringing it up, and next thing you know, up on the screen right there for everybody to see is this article, and we're all talking about it. You see what I'm saying? So I think that would be an extra visual that would be really good, instead of just cutting to a bunch of people talking. And you could probably do that by just like, whoever's sitting there on the computer just runs screen time, and then you just clip it in, you know what I mean? I think that would be really good. It would help with the flow. It would give another visual for people, and it'd be something different than just cutting to a bunch of like jump cuts of people's heads talking or laughing or giggling. So yeah, you could talk a lot about different topics that are serious, that relate back to the influencer industry or the entertainment industry or social media. Because there's a lot of, you know, a lot of laws changing, a lot of important things, and you all should be keeping up on that, since it has to do with your job anyway. So I just thought that would be good. TikTok ban coming, you know, trying to cross-pollinate with some experts or something, having real panel discussions, not just he, this thing happened on this trip once and it was funny and da-da-da-da-da, and, you know, one time, what's his name, had to pay for, you know, a corn star and da-da-da-da-da. It's, we've heard it on Pretty Basic, and we've heard it on Unfiltered. We need something new. So since it's two different worlds in a way, but sort of similar, coming together, we got a bunch of different perspectives that we could use to maybe farm, like, or think tank, or some discussions, some topics, and generate, I don't know, a really good discussion. Because that's a lot of subscribers or listeners, they want to feel like they're a part of your discussion, and it's things that kind of also relate to their life as well. Like, because remember, people listening to you, they didn't become influencers. They didn't just have this poop. Not editing that out. We all cough, goddammit. More coffee. Okay, where was I? These people didn't just poof, wake up, and they were influencers and had this life happen to them. They are doing their life. And some of those people, their life is hard, and, you know, and there's some serious things going on that affect them as well, and, or like, they're on social media as well. That's how they found you guys. And this TikTok ban is going to affect a lot of people's, you know, leisure time or their escapism. Because like I said, a lot of people will use social media as a way to escape the life that they do have, because they are stuck in a life that they don't like. for whatever reason. Sometimes it's not people's fault. Sometimes it is what it is. You know, you're in a phase of your life where you're grinding it, it's hard, but it's nice to have something to watch, or like a friend or something that, and so you got YouTube, and sometimes it's nice to hear other people talk about the things that affect you as well, and not just hear about their life and how this magical world happened to them while you're sitting over here like, oh crap, the economy's going to crap, food prices are going up, crap, crap, crap. You know, like hearing, oh my God, we just got gifted this life, we don't know how this happened. Great. We want to see what you're going to do with it to give back to everybody else, since you just got gifted this magical life, you know? Like, it's like how people like seeing lottery winners do charity after they win the lotto, you know? Because it's like, oh, you got this great windfall or this great gift given to you, and you realized it, and you use part of that gift to give to other people, because you realized, you know, like, it feels good when we all win, not just one of us. Was it, there's this old Indian quote that said, if it isn't good enough for all of us, it's not good enough at all. An idea. If an idea isn't going to work for everybody, it's not a good idea. Oh my God, that sounds like it's going to crash into this patio. Will they make it to the airport? I'm like looking for it. If this SD card survives the crash and gets 1 million views and I'm dead, I'm gonna really hate this. Okay. Oh no, here comes another one. It heard me. It wants to make those 1 million views for me a thing. Yeah, that would be my luck. I would be unalived in the crash, but the neighbor kid found the SD card and uploaded it and then got 1 million views. My neighbor got smashed and unalived by an airplane. And all you see is, and I'm just like, and it's all like black and shit. Like, yeah, I'm so morbid. I am digging this green today. My neighbor's back. So yeah, Alicia, you guys got a really great opportunity to make something great happen here. Panel discussions. What are you going to do with this fame? What are you going to do with what you guys found? Just happened to you. Yeah. On that note, I better end this vlog. It's probably been kind of long. It's dragging into the next day, and it's St. Patty's Day. I usually do like half-day vlogs, but, or day-to-day vlog. I don't know. Here comes my neighbor. He went and got pizza for his family. It's super cute. What is with all these planes? Jeez, like I told you, all the older men are taking their biplanes out, their twin-engine planes out. Damn, you better not land that in my living room. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Go finish editing this. I got part of it edited already. Start the next vlog. St. Patty's Day. Woo woo. It's really nice out too, so. And I got a lot of my picture before we go. That's what I was up late last night doing, was working on my picture. Probably doesn't look very different, but I was working on the shadows. You can't even see it. You can't even see it because of all the lighting and stuff here, but I was working on the shadows coming through their legs and stuff. Art. So yes, as always, I'm sending you guys lots of love. Alicia, the next stage to evolving. What are you going to do with it? Panel discussions, topics, pulling in experts, giving information, resources, food for thought, or thought for food, whatever, to the people. You can do this. I've seen you. You're evolving. You got this. Okay? Okay. Everybody else, you got this too. And you got my playlist. I'm going to try to remember to link A Sign of Affection in there, because the first 3 episodes are free. Last night's episode was good. I love that. It's so cute. Love shoujo romances. Anyway, so yeah. I love you guys, and I hope you have fun doing whatever you're gonna do until I see you in the next one. Be safe. Everybody's out drinking. Irish. I know, I'm Irish. And yeah, love you. Mwah!